There's a change of scenery today, and that is because one, I have things to do later, and two, my kitchen is in use. By the way, I'm Amber Burns Black. I appreciate you tuning in. So, a couple weeks ago, a question got posed to my party or my friends. Um, are we adventurous enough to eat crickets? And before I could even put the phone down, the group chat lit up with no. So, once again, I'm in this book. Excuse me. Like I said, this is a very impromptu video, and I do apologize. Um, we are still doing Curse of Strahd. We are still stuck in Barovia, and this is a beautiful picture of the meal, and the meal is called Tavern Crickets. And when I first got the book for my birthday, and I posted the Barovian menu, or the Ravenloft menu, I apologize. The comment right away came up, oh my god, tavern crickets? And I said, relax, I don't think we're going to be eating crickets. Lo and behold, we're eating crickets. So, um, first off, I don't know where to buy crickets other than a pet store. And if they're at a pet store, I don't think they're rated for human consumption. Or maybe 7-Eleven for bait. I don't know if you fish with crickets or not. I've never fished with crickets. But yeah. So I came up with the idea maybe use roasted corn, and another one came up with the idea Chex Mix, and then somebody else said shrimp, and that's where I pulled the line, because if we're not eating land bugs, why are we going to eat aquatic bugs? And a lot of you know my stand on seafood. Fish are friends, not food. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to read this recipe since I'm not going to be making it. Tavern crickets, and this makes 3 cups, which before I get into this, I gotta say this is really themed well for Curse of Strahd, because Barovia is such a desolate, depressing place that I can see people easily eating crickets in Barovia. So I don't know if this is in here for satire or if this is actually what people expect you to eat, because I also saw that they are adding bugs into human food now, but I don't know if that's legit or not. I'm actually heading out today to look into that. So, tavern crickets makes 3 cups. There is an old popular among the dwellers of the Shadowfell. Choice is for the spoilt. Perhaps that idiom is the origin of this modest and practical insect based recipe that dates back centuries and speaks to the ingenuity of the plains' original inhabitants. Adult crickets are flash fried, air dried, and then seasoned with an assortment of aromatics including chili, lime, and cayenne, and are served by the dozen in a large rolled leaf cone. As popular in the material plane of Faerun as they are in the Shadowfell, tavern crickets are crunchy, irresistibly tangy, protein-packed snack that can brighten the otherwise dismal days spent in the region. Boy, is that for sure. So for 3 cups, 1.5 tablespoons of chili lime seasoning, 2 teaspoons of garlic powder, a half a teaspoon of cayenne, kosher salt and freshly ground pepper, 1 cup roasted and salted peanuts, 1 cup raw pepitos, 1 whole 1 cup whole roasted crickets, and 2 tablespoons unsalted butter melted. With the rack in the middle position, preheat the oven for 300 Fahrenheit. In a large rimmed baking sheet with parchment paper or non-stick baking mat. In a small bowl, combine the chili lime seasoning, garlic powder, cayenne, a half teaspoon of salt, and half teaspoon of black pepper, and whisk to incorporate set inside. In a large bowl, combine the peanuts, pepitas, and crickets and stir to blend. Add melted butter, stir and toss to coat to the mixture evenly. Add spice mixture and toss again to coat. Evenly spread the mixture on the prepared baking sheet. Bake the crickets until dry and fragrant about 20 minutes. Stirring well 3 times during the baking time. Adjust the seasoning with additional salt and pepper if necessary. Let cool to room temperature. Tavern crickets can be stored in an airtight container at room temperature for 1 week. So it seems like a pretty easy recipe. If you watched last week, it seems a lot like the halfling iron rations that I made last week. And anyway, talking about last week's video, I also made cocoa broth out of the other cookbook, which I left in the kitchen. Like I said, my kitchen's in horrible disarray right now because we've had an insane weekend and it's about to be more insane. So, um, I'm not feeling good today, and he's not feeling good today, and the kids are still asleep. And it's an hour to noon. Go figure. So, if you remember last week, I also made cocoa broth with the coffee in it, and we have discovered with the cocoa broth, and I highly recommend this. Um, we have one guy who is notorious for falling asleep. Could be the best game ever, and he's just so exhausted that he will fall asleep. We have him bouncing. So, yes, I have resorted to drugging my players to make them happy. Not really, but coffee and caffeine. It technically is a drug. But anyway, I just wanted to share that because I thought it was awesome. So if you have a player that happens to fall asleep a lot, you can give them some of that cocoa broth I made, and voila, they're awake. So, anywho, if you like what I'm doing, please remember to like, share, and subscribe. Definitely share my stuff. I am 2/4 of the way to being both partnershiped with YouTube and monetized with YouTube. All I need now is for you guys. If you don't want me to go on hiatus again, my Cash App and PayPal are both Ember Burns Black, and I also have my Amazon wish list posted. If there's something that you'd like to do and don't have I lost my train of thought. Don't have Cash App or PayPal. I love and appreciate you guys. Next week is Easter. So I will try to post something. If I skip a week, I apologize, but obviously I'm going to be doing other things. Like I said again, I love and appreciate you guys. I will catch you next time. Bye.